Hello, glad to see you back. Last time we added the comment section so you can comment on a single post, and this time we're gonna continue with the user profile. So we're gonna come here to the queries.sql and add a new one to fetch a user by its username. That's it. We use the lower function so the username is case insensitive. We also want to filter the posts from a single user. So the posts are gonna be displayed on the user page. So here in the post query, we're gonna add an additional filter here. Something like this, but notice that this filter is always required. So for example, in the home page, if we do this, we won't get any post. So this might be applied optionally. So we're gonna use a case statement. Like this. So if the username is not empty, we are gonna apply our filter. Otherwise, we just say true, so this filter doesn't take any effect. This is the not equal operator, by the way, is equivalent to this one. All right, that will be it. So we're gonna create a new file to work with the user. We must run SQL generate. And that's it. We only need to validate this username. There we go. So now here in the post service, we need to update it. So the username is passed around. And notice here that the username is using an empty interface instead of a string. So we need to fix this. So here in the query, we are gonna add some type. So now it's using a proper string. So here in the post, we're gonna add our new filter and pass it around. And that's it. I see a couple of issues. So here in the test, we need to fix that. And here in the handler, we need to fix this too. All right, now let's write some tests. So here it is. We have 3 test cases for the user. So the invalid username, if we pass this, we expect to get invalid username error. The not found, if we pass a random username that doesn't exist, we expect to get user not found. And in the OK case, we generate a new user. We pass that user username. We expect no error and to be the same as the user we generated before. Let's give this a try. All right, this is not working completely. So on the user not found test case, we expect user not found and we got this SQL error. We know how to fix this. So we're gonna come here and we're gonna add an additional check here. Like this. So if we get the SQL error, we're gonna return with user not found. All right, that's it. Now we're gonna test the post service. So in this test, we're gonna add an additional test case for the invalid username. So like this, if we pass an invalid username, we expect to get invalid username error. And if we pass an empty string, we expect no error. Maybe we can add an additional OK case entirely for the username. So like this, we generate a new user and we insert 5 posts for this user. And we also generate an additional post from another user. And if we fetch the post from this user, we expect to get just 5. So we do an assertion with the length. Let's try it out. All right, we got a failure here. So expected an invalid username here. All right, here we are not doing the validation, so like this. So we're only gonna do the is username validation if the username is not empty. Perfect. Now we need a new template for the user page. Like this, and we also need a new handler for this. We're gonna parse the template. We're gonna define the user template data and the handler itself. And we're gonna register this handler in the roots. Like this. So the path is gonna be / an @ symbol and then the username. So here the first step is to get the username from the URL path. Like this. Now that we have the username, we can call our service. There. We also need the list of posts from the user. So we're gonna call the post service. But this time we pass the username here, contrary to the home handler where we pass an empty username. So in this time, all the posts are returned. Alright, that's it. Now we need to define the data for the template. This is a user and a list of post rows. Like this. Don't forget to also include the session, which is required for all the templates. We also need a function to render this template. Like this. Now we just need to call it here at the bottom. And that's it. Now we need to go to the old templates, so maybe to the post. And in the user links, we need to replace them. So this is gonna go to /@ and the username of the post. Like so. We're gonna do the same for the comments. And in the header, we are also gonna include the link here. But this time we're gonna use the session user. Like so. Alright, let's give it a try. So if we click on the username here in the header, we go to the user page. And notice that the username is here in the URL. If we click on the username in the post, we also go to the user page. And on the comments too. Alright. Now we need to fill the data here in the user page. So here in the title, maybe we can put the username. And maybe down below we can show the post. So I'm gonna copy them from the home page. This. Paste it here. And that's it. So we're gonna do a range over the post and load the post item template. And if the posts are 0, we're gonna show a message. So there we go. This is the user username and here are its posts. Maybe I can show a subtitle here. There, much better. Let's try it out by creating a new user. So I created this new user called John, and if we go to its profile, we see that this user doesn't have any post. But if we go to Nicholas, there we go. There are the posts. And in the home page, we can still see the posts from everyone. There. So in the home page, we get an aggregated list of all the posts. And on each profile, we get the post just from a user. Nice. Maybe in the same way we did for the comments count here, we can show the post count in the user profile. Let's try that. Again, maybe here in the user query, you can do a count of all the posts from this user, but counting in SQL is very slow. So the same way we did for the comments count, we're gonna put that in the tables themselves. So here in the user table, we're gonna add a post count field. There we go. So every time a user creates a new post, we're gonna increase this number. We just need a query to update the user and increase the post count. Like this, but we are just gonna increase the post count, so. And this value is gonna come from the argument. Let's run /c generate. So here in the create post service, we're gonna go here at the bottom and call our new query to update the user and increase the post count. The user ID is the authenticated user ID, and we're gonna increase the post by 1. That's it. Now we're gonna go to the template for the user, and maybe here in the subtitle we can put the post count, like so. Let's give it a try. Oops, we got an error. Alright, so post counts doesn't exist, and the same way it happened for the comments, we need to rerun the schema. So we're gonna stop this, stop cockroach, delete the cockroach directory, and restart cockroach. So here in the site, we're gonna log out, create a new user, and we're gonna create some posts. Alright, I created 3 posts, and if I go to the profile now, there I see the post count. All right, I think we just need to write some tests for the account. So here in the user by username test, I'm gonna add a new test case. All right, that's it. So we are gonna generate a user. We're gonna insert 5 posts on this same user. We're gonna get the user by its username, and we expect the post count to be the same. Oh yeah, we get 0. Yeah, my bad. This test should not be here. Maybe it should be on the create post test. So let's go there. So here on the create post test, here we're gonna add our new test case, maybe at the bottom. All right, something like this. So we're gonna generate a user, and we're gonna insert 5 new posts for this user. Then we're gonna fetch the username by its username, and we expect the post count to be 5, which is the post we created. And this just need to be the same data type, like so. So let's try it. There we go, now it's correctly tested. All right, that's it for today. For the next episode, we're gonna add the user followers. So make sure to leave any question down below, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.